You're here. Hello. I did not see you. I'm so sorry. I've been just so busy, and since you all are here, let me just quickly change into my wardrobe that I have bought especially for my influencing work. And if I want it here, where else I'm gonna wear it? Because being in India, this is the only place where I can flaunt all of these outfits. So without wasting further time, let's just change into the influencing wardrobe. Tada and hello everybody, welcome to my Tiny Diary channel. I don't know about you all, but I missed you all. But now since I'm back, I will promise that there are gonna be a lot of great informative video for all of you. And in today's video, since it's gonna be my comeback after such a long period of time, I thought of making a very motivational yet informative video for all of you. So I've been going through the questions that a lot of you asked me regarding modeling. There was few questions that needed an extra attention, and according to me, those questions are something that we all come across when we are just starting our career as a model. So without wasting further time, let's just get into this video. So I have my notes prepared. I was just pretending to work on a laptop. That was just a social media stunt that I was trying to pull off. Otherwise, in reality, I like to note down everything on copy and with my pen. I'm old-fashioned that way. Okay, so the first question that I saw was, can someone do modeling side by side with a full-time job? Also along with that, after you get assigned with a modeling agency, how long does it take to get a job? Okay, so first of all, if you are a beginner and you're just starting your career as a model, I recommend you, unless or until you're not rich, you have a solid backup plan. You sort of have a job that can back you up, that can pay your bills. Once you sign an agency, maybe you can get job right after the next day, or it take months for you, or might a year. And it can be happen that you join an agency and you don't get any sort of work from them and you have to leave that agency. Anything can happen. You have to be prepared for any sort of situation. So there is no certainty in this profession that after this period of time you can get a job. It's all about clients. If you be able to crack a deal, then there you go, you got the deal in your hand. And cracking a deal depends on a lot of factors. It's just not about you having an incredible face or incredible skills, or you being a top-notch model, something that sort. It could be anything, okay? It all depends on what a client is looking for, and at that moment, only if he can imagine you doing that work, only then you get a job. So it is important that you have a backup, a side hustle going on, and you just keep going. Okay, it's not a question, but a lot of you are mixing the Polaroids and the portfolio together, and I am just shocked to see it, because I made an entire video on how you can get your Polaroids clicked. So definitely Polaroids and portfolio are two different things. Polaroids can only give you an agency. They won't give you client work. If you want to get assigned with an agency, you need Polaroids for that. Your portfolio is just something that can help you to book an assignment for you. So your agency does not care what sort of work you have done before. They all care about how good your Polaroids are. But your client won't give as much of importance to your Polaroids as they're gonna give to your portfolio. So this is the main difference in these two. So both have their own advantages and importance according to the different sort of things like clients and the agency. So what is the basic income for a model as a beginner? So as a beginner model, and you are assigned with a modeling agency, and these are the first few bookings that you are doing. First of all, there is no solid price range to it, that this much is gonna be paid to you since you are a beginner, since you are having a little bit of experience and you require a lot of experience. Based upon that, you don't get a job. Okay, so your price depends on the client's budget, what are their budget. But basically all the clients' budget starts from 10 to 15,000, and it could be anything for a day. But this is not the case with each and every deal. Okay, so since let's take an example of an ad campaign for a very big known brand, and there is a TVC which gonna be on air for like a year and 2 years, and then you're signing a contract with them. So in that sort of a deal, the payment is in lakhs. But if it's just a catalog shoot, 1 day shoot, there are like 15 to 20 changes that you have to do, so then you get paid like around 15 to 20,000. But it can differ. Okay, it could be higher, it could be lower, so there is no certainty in it. But definitely you get paid more than 10,000 as a beginner, only if you're with an agency. If you're not with an agency, getting money from a client's pocket when you're really new to the industry, it ain't gonna be like a cakewalk for you. So that's the deal. What is the height criteria, and what is the age criteria, what is the weight criteria? So first of all, before I give any sort of example to this question, one thing you need to know about modeling industry is that modeling is all about uniqueness and diversity, inclusivity, and more than that, it's just all about being yourself. Okay, so this entire business is all about how unique you are. So your journey can't be compared with any other model. Just because a model with 5'8" height would have been made it to a runway, that does not mean that you're also 5'8" and you'll be able to make it. Just because a girl who is 5'3" and haven't been able to make it to the modeling or a big campaign, that does not give you a surety that it can't happen for you as well. So everybody have a different journey in this field. It's all about being true to yourself and believing in yourself and being confident. Okay, so there is no age criteria, there is no height criteria, there is no weight criteria. Plus size modeling is a thing now, petite modeling is a thing now, being really elder and still doing modeling job is a thing now. And I'm going to name few models who are like really short but still being able to do it. For example, Aliana King is a world-renowned model. She has worked for all the great designers like Chanel, Versace, and she's just 5'4". We have Lily Rose Depp. She's the daughter of Johnny Depp. I know Johnny Depp is a huge actor, and his daughter is Lily Rose Depp. She's just 5'3", and she has worked as one of the top runway models for Chanel. But if you want something more which is not backed up by a great parental guidance, would be Devon Aoki. Devon Aoki is 5'5", and she has worked for all the great designers. And then about the weight criteria, we are seeing plus size models in campaigns like insane numbers. So I feel so glad that I don't have to name some foreign models for this one. We have a lot of plenty of good, great plus size models right now in India, and you can spot them in the campaign of Sabyasachi, in the campaign of Torni, in the campaign of House of Masaba. Right now, in the Fashion Week, which was a collaboration with Lakme Fashion Week and FDCI, and we have seen a lot of plus size models walking on the runway, and that was such an incredible thing to watch. And to witness such sort of change in India is like a really incredible thing. So all I want to tell you all is that there is no way to look back, disappoint yourself. So you know what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay to have doubts about something, but it is not okay to just pull yourself back because of all of these doubts. You won't know if the coffee is cold or hot until you don't touch it. So you better go ahead, experience on your own, and then decide whether it is for you or not. Not because just you heard somebody else saying that, it's not your cup of tea, and you just decide that, I shouldn't be doing that. Rather, go experience it, see it, whether you like it or not, and then decide. And one thing that nobody gonna tell you before you start your modeling career, which is like a harsh truth, is that it's not about having good height, good looks, good skills. I mean, it's all about having a thick skin. Modeling is a world where like you face rejection on daily basis. Like every single day you have somebody who's telling you that you're not good enough. And at this point, when you have like crossed the limit of more than 500 auditions and you haven't been make it to a single one, you start becoming disheartened. It starts breaking up your confidence, and this is where a lot of people lose the deal and they give up, and that's why they won't be able to make it. It's all about believing in yourself and having right amount of patience, and then rest would be the history. And you never know when you've been able to like make it so big in this industry. So have a thick skin, believe in yourself. So that's it for my today's video. I hope it's been a very informative yet helpful video for all of you. And if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. It would mean a lot to me if you would do that. And that is it for this video. If you have any sort of suggestion for me, any sort of question in your head, just feel free to hit me up and I'll be here to listen whatever you guys have for me to hear. So with that, I will take a leave now. So bye guys, take care, and I hope I'll see you guys in my next video as well. And it's gonna be up soon. Bye, take care, stay home, stay safe.